There's a relationship in The Rookie that feels like it never happened. If you started watching the later seasons, you might not even know it existed, but early on, John Nolan and Lucy Chen weren't just coworkers or friends, they were actually together. Nolan started the show as the oldest rookie in the police academy. He was looking to change his life after a divorce. As the pilot episode went on, we were introduced to two more rookies, Lucy Chen and Jackson West. By the end of the episode, we learned that Lucy was actually Nolan's secret girlfriend, and their relationship started months before they joined the police department. Jackson was one of the first to piece their relationship together. As someone who was close to both Nolan and Lucy, he quickly realized what was going on. Talia Bishop, who was Nolan's training officer, also realized that they were together. She wasn't supportive of their relationship, and she advised them to end it. From a professional standpoint, their relationship raised concerns about boundaries, focus, and how personal involvement could interfere with their development as officers. Talia told Lucy that their relationship could hurt both their careers, but more Lucy's than Nolan's because she's a woman. She also told Nolan that their relationship would brand Lucy for the rest of her career, and that if he really cared about her, he wouldn't put her in that position. That realization lingered for Nolan. While their relationship was genuine, it became increasingly clear that continuing it might do more harm than good. Ultimately, in episode 4 of season 1, Nolan decided to end things with Lucy. Although Lucy was planning to do the same, it still surprised her. Lucy seemed more affected by the decision, which suggested that she may have been more invested than Nolan at that point. While there wasn't a dramatic fallout, there was a noticeable shift in how they interacted afterward, with a sense that things had been left unresolved. What stands out even more is how quickly the show moved on from their relationship. After the first season, it's not mentioned again, and the two characters hardly revisit that part of their past. The show began to focus on new dynamics like Lucy's connection with Tim. At the same time, Nolan's character explores other relationships, further distancing both of them from what they once shared. It felt as though the show intentionally chose not to dwell on their history, possibly in response to audience reactions or simply because the writers saw stronger potential in other storylines. Part of the reason Lucy and Nolan's relationship faded so quickly comes down to how it was received in the first place. While it wasn't outright rejected by everyone, it never really gained strong support from viewers either. One of the biggest factors was the dynamic itself. Even though both characters were technically equals as rookies, the age difference between them was hard to ignore for some fans. Nolan entered the force later in life, bringing a completely different level of life experience compared to Lucy, who was just beginning her career. Beyond that, the timing didn't help. The show was still establishing its tone and characters in the first few episodes, so everyone was more focused on understanding who these people were rather than investing in a romance between them. There's also the question of chemistry, or at least how it came across on screen. While Lucy and Nolan worked well as individual characters, their connection didn't stand out in a way that made viewers root for them. After their breakup, the show stops acknowledging that the relationship ever existed. That decision not to bring it up again is definitely a deliberate choice. Showrunner of the show called their relationship ancient history. Eric Winter has joked that he thinks the series finale should be Tim finding out about Lucy and Nolan. Personally, I'm glad they decided to just forget about that relationship. It was honestly a great decision. That pretty much wraps up this video. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.